Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike. How are you guys doing today? Right now, sitting here watching the markets, trying to figure out what they want to do. And I wanted to point out a couple things I'm seeing. First off, not a lot of flow. Coming after some banks and stuff, nothing really strange or unusual so far that they're coming after. This 254.40 area on the SPY, they've been defending it now. Look at all these little tails into it and coming off. Now you got the big candle. I was actually trying to be long some UVXY against it. I got stopped out for a 2 cent profit because once I got in, I put a stop just above break even. And I think I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys because they're just not making this easy today. They're really not. So, like you guys, I'm caught in this as well. And just looking around, uh, the VIX is not really showing any fear. So I'm being careful here with being short this market. They seem to buy every dip that we come into. They love to come in and buy the dips all the time. So at this point, I'm looking at this and saying, why would I want to be short this market at this point? It's not showing any signs of giving up the ghost. No big massive puts buying. We've seen some put buying. So I'm looking for some long. So I'm still in JD, and yeah, I'm down a little bit, but not much. And I'm going to sit in this one. Tesla, which I lightened up on yesterday, I'm still into, and I'm getting killed in those couple calls I have left. But I have till next week, and we know this name could bounce 20 bucks in a day. So I'm going to sit in that one for now and see what happens here with that one as well. Uh, hey, Pavan, how are you? Overall, here we come a little bounce coming in at this 1020 area. Keeping an eye on the option flow at this point to see if it shows us any reason to buy stuff. And I'm looking for them to come in at this point and start buying some of the names. Netflix right now, Netflix seeing a December sweeper. Not where we want, but it's the first sign. So, Netflix, December 200 calls just got swept, about 500 of them. That's a decent sized bet into Netflix here. And Netflix is moving. So Netflix here isn't something we could look at along at this point. So that's nice to see. So that means after earnings and after the weakness, they're coming into it. Notice Netflix finally hit the area I was looking for. Came down to that 190 area, and it's put a tail in off of it here. So let's see how it handles the next couple minutes, and let's see what the markets does here at this point. I did try Gilead this morning. I had a win. I had a huge win, and I didn't sell it, and I took a decent win. It should not have given this all back if it was going to be strong. Obviously fighting the overall market here is not helping it at all. What else is going on right now? Just looking around, most of the big names have come down. NVIDIA has a nice bounce going into it already. We saw this yesterday. We're seeing it again. Look at this quickly off the 8-day. Just came in just below it, back above it now and moving. Yep, David, NVIDIA is back. Mark, how are you guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everything seems to be trying to bounce off a little bit here. Now it's a question of, I like Netflix here a lot. Google and Amazon both have earnings next week. I'm not touching Amazon. Google I like. This dip to the 8 days a thing of beauty. The problem is you're going to have a hard time playing options next week. If you look at the cost on those things for next week, they're juiced, right? The IV this week is 14%. The IV next week is 35%. So the 1,005 calls for next week are 22 bucks. And for this week, they're 4. That's a hell of a Pavan. Nice, very nice. Here comes Baba coming back. Baba tends to run into singles day. I keep talking to you guys about this. Keep an eye on it. It's a good place to start looking at it down here. It's not a bad place to give it a shot. I'm sticking with my JD. So I'm still in my JD. I am barely red at this point. I'm in at 0.85, the November 43 calls from yesterday, and I'm down just a tick now, so I'm not concerned about that at all. Overall, I don't think they're going to crater this market in the middle of earnings seasons here. I think this is a little bit of fun and games. On the anniversary, 30-year anniversary of the 87 crash, I think somebody decided to have some fun in the futures market last night, guys. And you can see here, they try to push the envelope a little bit. The Qs have been the weaker link, right? We look at this, we can see this in here. The Qs are the weaker link right now. They're the ones we got to be most concerned about. IWM, another one a little weaker here. You have a descending channel now that we developed in this, right? After that big run, we have a descending channel, in this at this point. We'll keep an eye on this. We'll see how this works. There's been some call line coming into it. When I draw a line, guys, I try to connect as many points as possible, wicks or closes on the candle, whichever makes sense. That's how I draw my lines. That's what I like to do. You can draw it to the wicks. You can draw it to the actual closes on the candle. However you want to do it, that's how I like to do it. The more places I can touch, the better. That tells me the stronger it is. So we'll keep an eye on that. And at this point, I'm just going to be a little bit careful. I've made 2 trades already today, both for winners, although the second one was a winner by 0.20 cents, but that stop saved me, and I want to show you guys that. So UVXY, and this is maybe it'll help some of you guys. I was playing in these candles here. I got in at 1728, and I went red, and then I got in and I got up and it was going up, and I put a stop in at 1730 once I got up $100 on 1,000 shares, which is nothing, right? I'm not happy. You know, what I was hoping for that was a retest up here and a nice $500 plus win. Didn't get it. But that stop is now saved me, right? You can see where that stop came in and saved me. Now, if I still think the market's going to pull, this is an area I can look at it. So we'll keep an eye on the SPY. The ATR trailing stop is setting up here at this 254.95 area. So this is a good area to keep an eye on. Will it be able to get through there or not? If it gets rejected there, you might be able to try some shorts at that point. Again, other than that Netflix call, or not much flow coming into this bounce area. You know, NVIDIA, they're not buying into that one. I know it bounced nicely, but I'm not seeing any call sweepers coming in. Same thing with Amazon or Tesla or Facebook. None of these names are coming in here at this point. So I'm going to keep it tight. So I thought I'd come on today, give you guys a little bit of help here. I have a session on a microphone coming up, and I'll do that. And then maybe this afternoon I'll come back on as market conditions warrant, and we'll go from there. And we'll try to do this a lot more often at this point, especially as this market continues to chop around like this. So thanks for joining, guys. I'll put this up there now so people can see it, and I'll catch you guys a little later on.